This is KGW News at 5.
Welcome to KGW News at 5. I'm Blair Best. If you were in the Rose City this morning, you may have seen a leprechaun or two run by. 20,000 runners participated in this year's Shamrock Run through downtown Portland. We spoke to some folks decked out in green and gold as they crossed the finish line.
Love it. So much energy out there. So many people. A lot of cheering. It was great.
The first half was kind of hilly, but it was good. It wasn't too bad. The weather's nice out. It's perfect for running. So
It's a great experience. It's my first time.
Well, this year marks the 45th Shamrock Run, and it's grown to become Portland's largest running event. The run also has a long-standing charity component. In total, the Shamrock Run has contributed close to $800,000 to the OHSU Children's Hospital. Well, Joe, the weather didn't seem too bad for them this morning.
It was manageable. Yeah, you saw a few showers out there, but people seemed to, take it in stride, no pun intended, and really had a good run out there. Of course, the beer gardens, and when I did it a couple years ago, it was a big clam chowder thing.
Oh,
apparently
wow.
Now this year they did the oatmeal, which is kind of interesting.
That's
Regardless,
fun.
Congratulations to everybody who participated in this year's event. As we go to the Oregon coast right now, we're looking at some wet conditions out there, and it's going to turn from some light showers that we're seeing right now to downright nasty in just the next couple of hours. Really after midnight, we'll start to see kind of a weak atmospheric river move through, but it might be a week, but we are going to be seeing some intense rain throughout your morning commute. Definitely cool out there with temperature of 45 degrees. This is basically what we saw for our daytime highs earlier this afternoon. Not really feeling like almost mid-March at all. Mid 40s, a little bit warmer down in wine country over in McMinnville. Aurora, you saw a temperature of 47. We should be seeing temperatures closer to the mid to the upper 50s, and I do have a chance at seeing highs close to 60 degrees later in the week. I'll talk about that in my detailed forecast, but highs along the Oregon coast were in the low to mid 50s, a little bit cooler over in Hoquiam with a temperature of only 46 degrees. So I want to bring in the rainfall amounts. We've seen just about over 1/10 of an inch of rain at the Portland International Airport. Vancouver, a little bit more, about 2/10 of an inch of rain. Some models, though, as this atmospheric river starts to move through late tonight and into tomorrow, are showing we could be looking at close to an inch of rain, Blair, by the end of your morning commute and heading into the early part of the afternoon. I'll break that all down for you coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Joe, looking forward to it. Well, now to an update on the large fire that broke out Wednesday under the on-ramp to the Steel Bridge. Just over an hour ago, PBOT opened the Northwest Everett Street on-ramp. Now, it's been closed to traffic since Wednesday due to the fire. Crews say the fire started at a homeless camp that was hidden under the on-ramp. One homeless person was taken to the hospital with burns and smoke inhalation. Engineers finished inspecting the bridge today and found only minor surface damage. The city is now looking for ways to stop homeless people from setting up camp there in the future. Well, one person was killed and 3 more hurt after a shooting in a Safeway parking lot in Vancouver late last night. Vancouver police say the victims were shot while leaving the store. Now, during the shooting, the victims were able to get into their car and drive to the nearby hospital, but the suspects followed and kept shooting at them. Again, one of the victims died in the hospital and 3 others were hurt. No word on how they're doing now, but authorities are continuing to investigate, and they have not said if anyone has been arrested. Well, after several stolen vehicle arrests on Saturday, Portland police caught another suspect today. PPB says the suspect sped off in a stolen car and reached speeds higher than 100 miles per hour. The driver ditched the car in Gresham and hid in a backyard. The suspect was caught and now faces multiple felony charges. Authorities say they also found fentanyl pills hidden in the yard. Well, Oregon politicians speak out as a federal judge in Texas considers a lawsuit that challenges the FDA's approval of a key abortion drug. Senator Ron Wyden and Oregon Attorney General Ellen Rosenblum rallied in Southeast Portland this afternoon. Alma McCarty was there, and she joins us now in the newsroom. And Alma, they're planning to fight this.
Yeah, Blair, the drug in question here is called mifepristone. It's one of 2 pills commonly used for abortions, and it's been approved by the FDA since 2000. Late last year, an anti-abortion group filed a suit looking to upend the FDA's approval.
A key piece of reproductive freedom could be stripped away from all Americans, even here in our state, a state with some of the nation's strongest reproductive justice protections.
Senator Ron Wyden joined State Attorney General Ellen Rosenblum and several healthcare professionals and abortion advocates Sunday afternoon to discuss a federal lawsuit regarding the abortion pill mifepristone. A group of anti-abortion doctors and medical groups are suing the FDA. Alliance Defending Freedom arguing the FDA didn't adequately evaluate the drug's safety. They spoke with NBC News last month.
We're asking the court to do what is right, to follow and ask the FDA to follow the law by taking these dangerous drugs off the marketplace.
This weekend, the Washington Post first reported that the Trump-appointed U.S. District Court judge scheduled the first hearing in Amarillo, Texas for this week, but took steps to keep it from being publicized.
Between this moment on a rainy Sunday afternoon here in Portland and Wednesday's hearing in Texas, we are going to make sure that everybody in America understands just how destructive the solitary judge's actions would be.
Taking it off the market would significantly compromise abortion access all across the country, including in places like Oregon, California, New York, and other states that have secured abortion access all these 50 years.
Both leaders say they're planning to take specific steps to fight back should access to the drug be cut off by the judge.
I have asked formally, we discussed it with the Biden administration, that the Biden administration ignore a ruling from this judge in Texas.
Oregon's AG is prepared to move forward with legal action alongside other attorneys general. Meantime, doctors, nurses, and other healthcare workers in attendance vowed to continue providing access to abortion services.
Abortion is legal in Oregon, and it will remain so no matter what the Texas judge makes a ruling on. If he says mifepristone is illegal here or not, we're going to continue to provide care no matter what.
Attorney General Rosenblum also pointed out that they've launched the Oregon Reproductive Rights Hotline. People can call and get confidential legal advice about the status of Oregon laws. Nationwide, researchers say medication abortion accounted for more than half of all abortions in 2020. Since 2000, more than 5 million people have taken mifepristone, with 28 deaths associated with the drug. Blair?
Alma, thank you. Well, let's take a look at your international headlines. More than 100 arrests have been made in connection with the suspected poisonings at girls' schools in Iran. Now, that's according to the country's interior ministry. More than 1,000 girls have suffered from poisoning symptoms since November. The poisonings have spread to nearly all of Iran's provinces, prompting some parents to take children out of school and protest. Details on who has been arrested have yet to come out, but some politicians are blaming religious groups opposed to girls' education. 8 people are dead after 2 boats crashed off the San Diego coastline late Saturday night. Authorities believe the boats were involved in smuggling, and officials say a passenger on a nearby boat called 911 to report the victims in the water. A Coast Guard captain is telling the press today that there has been a nearly 800% increase in human trafficking in the Southern California coastal region since 2017. Now, about an hour ago, the U.S. Treasury announced it will back Silicon Valley Bank deposits beyond the federally insured ceiling of $250,000. Officials saying depositors will have access to all of their money starting Monday, March 13th. The bank was shut down on Friday by the California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation to protect deposits. This closure is the biggest bank failure since the Great Recession. And those are your international headlines.